Hi, welcome to a 50-minute Vinyasa practice. My name is Kailey. For this practice, I don't recommend any props needed, but I will say when I'm not filming, I practice in a space where I'm really close to a wall, I'm really close to a couch. So I have lots of opportunities to hold on to something. If you happen to have a block or something that feels supportive for your own practice, go ahead and set up with that now. Once you feel cozy in your space, you can join me in a seat, sit back onto the heels. Take a few moments just to settle into your space. Maybe let the eyes soften or close. I find it really helpful at the beginning of practice to get clear on what I need for my time on my mat. Maybe you just need a little pause in your day to feel a little bit more centered or grounded or recharged. Maybe you're practicing moving through something, moving through some sort of challenge or just experience that life has put on your path. Maybe you're using your practice as a way to help navigate through some of the emotions or thoughts. So maybe you're using your practice as a way to truly practice moving with more skill, whether that's through the asana themselves or just through life in general. I need to be a little bit more deliberate, a little more precise. Above all else, one of the chief intentions that I like to set while I'm practicing is that I have an opportunity to learn something about myself. Have an opportunity to get some sort of insight while I'm on my mat today that I can take with me afterwards in a way that will feel useful and supportive. Plug into whatever intention you would like to set for your practice today. It's totally fine if you're drawing a blank. You can set the intention of just being present with your breath. Let's go ahead and take 3 really mindful breaths right here. As you inhale, let the belly expand like you're filling up a balloon gently. And exhale, maybe you feel the hips, pelvis, the thighs relax. Take a breath in, this time into your rib cage as the lungs fill, let the ribs expand and lift up. Exhale, let it go. And grip shoulders, neck, jaw. And one more big mindful breath here. Breathing in first to the belly, letting that inhale ripple up through the sides of the body into the chest and kind of swirl around your heart. Open mouth exhale when you're ready. You can blink the eyes open. Interlace your fingers. Press your palms up over your head. Find a lot of length in the spine. So instead of looking up, look straight forward here. Root down through your sit bones. Big long inhale. As you exhale, round the spine, tuck the tailbone a bit toward your knees, pull your navel toward your low back. Inhale, bend your elbows, lift the chest, lift the chin, maybe you tip the tailbone back. And then as you exhale, bring your hands to your heart. So we're going to cycle through that a couple times. Inhale, arms up, palms are interlaced. Exhale, palms forward, rounding the spine, think cat back. Inhale, bend the elbows, tip the chin up, open the chest. Exhale, hands to your heart, nice neutral through your spine. 2 more, breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale. Heart center, exhale. Once more, breath in. Breath out. Fill up. Come back to your heart. And go ahead and release the hands onto the mat under your shoulders. Meet me in a tabletop position here. Just circle the shoulders a couple times over the wrists, staying real spacious in your lower back. Switch the direction of those circles, warming up through the entire trunk here. Come back through center, tip the tailbone toward the ceiling, look forward or upward. Finding cow, take a breath in. Tap the tailbone as you exhale around your spine, press the mat away. Come back to cow, inhale, imagine the heels of your hands pulling toward your knees. Cat pose, exhale, imagine pressing your fingers toward the top of your mat. Once more, inhale for cow. Exhale around your spine in cat. Take the right leg out back behind you. Keep both hands planted for a moment. And then bring your right knee to your right elbow. Squeeze it in. Take that right leg back. Option to lift the left arm and stretch the left arm forward. As you exhale, right knee is going to come to the right elbow again. Left elbow comes toward your left hip. It might even touch. It's totally fine if they don't. Reach everything long as you breathe in. 2 more times. Exhale. You could just be moving that right leg. 1 more. Breathe in. And breathe out. Take everything long. Finish that stretch. If your left hand's lifted, set it down underneath your left shoulder. Drop the inside of your right foot. Reach your right arm up, finding a side plank. Circle out through your right arm. Totally fine to kickstand your left toes back behind you. Switch the direction of those arm circles. Finding a lot of length in the spine here. Stretch long through the right arm, let the fingers be soft as you breathe in. And then bring both hands down, step your left foot to the back for a plank pose. You're in the top of a push-up here. Shift forward and backward, warming up your ankles and your calves. And then stay at that forward shift so the shoulders are slightly past the wrist, pressing the floor away as you lower yourself down slow. Once your chest lands, come onto the tops of the feet. We'll take cobra pose, tent the fingers. Inhale, elbows point up or back, shoulders hug the spine. And then exhale, lower your forehead to the mat. 2 more cobra roll-ups. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. 1 more, lift up as you breathe in. Lower down as you breathe out. Tuck onto the toes, press through hands and knees, and then take it to downward facing dog. Pause in your down dog, and pedal out knees, maybe wag your hips side to side. Move around in any way that feels good. Lift and lower the heels. Look back toward your feet or your legs. Give your head a gentle little shake no, relaxing the neck. Gentle little nod yes. Shift back to your plank pose. Take a breath in. Lower all the way down again as you exhale. Cobra pose 1 time here. Inhale, tuck the fingers, lift the chest. Child's pose as you exhale. Bring the big toes together. Keep the knees wide and send your hips to your heels. Stretch long through the tips of your fingers here as you take a cycle of breath. Softening a little bit around the mouth, the jaw on the exhale. Slide to your hands and your knees as you take a breath in. And then circle the shoulders over your wrists again. Switch the direction so we'll move a little quicker through this part. Come through the center. Let's take cow just 1 time. Breathe in. Cat as you breathe out. This time, the left leg goes back. That's right. Big long inhale. Left knee, left elbow. Take that left leg long as you breathe in. Option to lift the right arm forward. Exhale, left knee still comes to left elbow. Right elbow comes in toward your right hip crease. 2 more times. Breathe in and breathe out. You might just be moving that left leg. That's fine. Inhale. Exhale. Take everything long. Finish your breath there. Right hand down. Left foot to the back of the mat. Side plank with a shoulder circle. Focus on staying really nice and long through the spine here. Just warming up the shoulders, switch the direction of those shoulder circles. Let the wrists, the hands, the fingers relax. Take that left arm long, breathe in. Let's go straight to downward facing dog this time. Couple cycles of breath here. We're gonna get going quite quickly today. The couple warm-ups in sun salutation A, and then we've got a pretty funky, tricky, challenging flow coming up. Start working on your breath rhythm right here. Let's shift to a high push-up. Breathe in. Press back to down dog as you breathe out. 2 more. High plank, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Again, breathe in. Breathe out. This time lift the heels, bend the knees. And then as many steps as you need, walk your feet to the top of the mat. Separate the feet at least hip distance, and then take a nice deep bend in your knees as you catch the crooks of the opposite elbows for ragdoll. Let the head drop straight down here. Another opportunity to shake your head out, yes and no. Anytime you catch yourself holding a bunch of tension in the neck or the jaw, you just give it a gentle little shake and then shake that tension out. Release the fingers down, heel toe the feet a bit closer together. Whatever spacing feels comfortable in your body is perfect. Slide your hands to your shins. Take a breath in as you lengthen out the spine. Shoulders hug the spine. Catch the calves as you exhale into a more active forward fold, pressing into the balls of your feet. Another half lift, breathe in. Forward fold, breathe out. This time, unroll up to standing with your inhale. Root down to your feet as you sweep up through the arms. Bring your hands to your heart center. Come back to that intention, right? What brought you to your mat. Plant that in your heart, in your awareness, so you can move with that intention in mind. Whatever you need to support this practice today, take a big breath, breathing it in. Open mouth, exhale, offer it up. Blink the eyes open, arms reach up on the inhale. Hold forward, long exhale. Surya Namaskar A. Lift up halfway, take a breath in. Plant your hands, step back, high push-up to low push-up as you exhale. Cobra or upward facing dog, pause in whichever one you choose. Pressing into the tops of the feet. In upward facing dog, push the heels of your hands back toward your toes to pull your chest through. And then downward facing dog. Set the eyes to one spot, toes, knees, or navel as you breathe. So that's kind of the basic building block of our vinyasa. We'll flow through that 2 more times. If you know sun salutation A, go ahead and move on your own in whatever rhythm feels right for you. Otherwise, I'll keep cueing through. Lift the heels forward, empty all of your breath. And then as many steps as you need, take it to the top of the mat. Halfway stretch, breathe in. Forward fold, breathe out. With the inhale, rise up and reach. Exhale, right back down. Half lift, breathe in. Plant the hands, step back, high plank, rock forward, lower half or all the way down. Cobra pose or upward facing dog, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Breathe in. Full breath out, hold the exhale, empty, empty, empty. Lift the heels, look forward, step, walk, or hop your feet to the top. Halfway lift, breathe in. Forward fold, breathe out. Rise on the inhale, try and finish that breath. Take it right back down as you exhale. Halfway lift, breathe in. Plant the hands, step back or jump back to chaturanga. Cobra or up dog, take a breath in without rushing it. Downward facing dog. Set the eyes to one spot. You might pedal out the knees again, or you might plug into a really strong, steady, still version of downward facing dog. Use your hands to press your chest back toward your thighs. Your big toes a little closer together at the back of the mat. It's just going to help with that foundation feeling a little more level. Right leg goes. Bend your right knee, externally open that hip. Press the right palm down just as much as the left, maybe even more. You could tent the left fingers, lifting the left palm. If you lifted the left palm up, bring that palm back down, straighten the right leg out back behind you on the inhale. Step your right foot between your thumbs as you exhale, soften your left knee down, and then sweep the arms up as you send your hips back over that back knee. Right hand comes to the right thigh, lift the left arm up and over, opening out through that whole left side body. And stay here, or keep that left arm lifted, but start to rotate the torso to the right. So you're adding a little bit of a twist. Come back to the center, reach both arms up as you breathe in. Bend your elbows as you breathe out, maybe the chin tips up. Interlace your hands at your lower back. Take a long inhale here. Imagine the knuckles pulling back toward your left foot. And then keep that in mind as you hinge the hips back and fold forward. Paschimattasana variation. You might flex the right toes, breathe into the stretch in the back of the right leg. Warming up, stretching out the right hamstring. Give yourself one more long breath. We're going to find dragonfly twist, rebend the right knee, left hand comes down under your left shoulder, lift the right arm up, stay there, or reach your right arm back, bending the left knee to catch the left foot or ankle. Couple long breaths. If you caught that foot, notice if you're really straining and kind of coming out of the experience. If that's the case for you, go ahead and relax that left foot back to the mat. Find a variation of this pose that you can breathe into, that you can sense some ease around. So we want a balanced ratio of effort and ease. If it's all effort all the time, we're going to burn out. Full breath in. If you have that back foot, release it. As you exhale, frame out the right foot, tuck the back toes under. We're taking it to standing splits at the top, lift the left leg up. You can use your fingers for balance under your shoulders, or you might bring your hands to your heart, or one or both hands to your right ankle. Take a nice long inhale. That left foot's going to go to the back of the mat, reverse warrior, big bend in the right knee, reach the right arm up. Stretch and lengthen from the right hip to the right wrist. Finish another in-breath. Cartwheel your hands to the top. Step the right foot back and flow through your vinyasa. We'll meet up in downward facing dog. From down dog, left leg lifts. Bend the left knee, external rotation through that hip. Option while you're here to tent onto the tips of the right fingers, lifting that right palm, kind of creating like a little igloo with your right hand. If you lifted the right hand, set the palm back down, kick the left leg out on the inhale, step the left foot between your thumbs, soften the back knee down. Lift the chest, lift the arms as you send your hips over your right knee, and then left forearm, left thigh. Right arm comes up and over for your side stretch. And relax the head and the neck here. That left ear is angling down toward the left shoulder. Stay here or rotate the torso to the left, looking back toward your back foot. Look forward, bring the spine through center, bring both arms up on an in-breath. Bend your elbows as you exhale, pull the chest through, tilt the chin up, interlace your hands with your next breath in. And we're finding Hanumanasana, sending the hips back, straightening that left leg out, only as much as you need to feel like you created a beneficial sensation of stretch, right? So a big gift in this practice for me is starting to hone my skill in being able to suss out what's beneficial to the body, what's just the right dosage for this stretch. A lot of us have like this more is more kind of mindset. And sometimes with our bodies, finding that middle road, that path of moderation is going to lead to more longevity. It's going to lead us to feeling better instead of feeling beat up. Take a breath in. One more long breath out. Dragonfly twist as you rebend the left knee, right hand comes down, left arm comes up. You may notice me kind of sliding my back knee back a bit. Sweep that left arm back behind you. Press the floor away with your right hand to open the chest toward the ceiling. Stay there or reach back and catch that back foot. Nice long inhale. Bring that top hand around the front foot, tuck the back toes, lift the back knees, standing splits. You're balancing on your left foot, maybe using your hands for support. Like I mentioned earlier, you might have some furniture or a wall nearby. Then bring your hands to your heart or work on binding around your left ankle. Full breath in, maybe your right leg picks up just a smidge higher and then step the right foot to the back on your exhale, reverse warrior. Big bend in your left knee. Left knee's tracking the pinky toe side of your left foot. Feel the breath move into the left side of your lungs. Big full inhale. Circle your hands down, step the left foot back and flow through to downward facing dog. When you get to downward facing dog, set your gaze to one spot, breathe in. Open mouth, exhale, clear it out. Lift the heels, hold that exhale, step, walk, or hop to your hands. Halfway stretch, breathe in. Forward fold, breathe out. Up into chair pose. So sink your hips back, try and lengthen out through the lower back so you're not arching into your lumbar spine here. Option to bring the palms together. Full breath in. If you've got your hands together, you're going to bring your fingertips outside of your right foot, all the way down onto the mat perhaps. So left upper arm and elbow are outside of your right leg. Inhale, reach the right arm open. Use your left fingertips on the mat underneath you to twirl open a bit more. And then bring your right palm back to your left. Come back to chair, breathe in. Switch sides, fingertips come down outside of your left foot. Inhale, lift the left arm. Use your right fingertips to twirl open. Exhale, palms together. Take it back to chair, breathe in. Again, take your fingers to the right as you breathe out, breath in motion, right arm up on the inhale. Palms together, exhale. Arms forward, breathe in. Fingers go left, breathe out. Inhale, left arm. Exhale, palms touch. Back to chair, breathe in, and then fold forward, straighten your legs out. Find the halfway stretch, breath in. Step or hop back to chaturanga. Inhaling through cobra or up dog. And then down dog on the exhale. I'm going to put that flow. Actually, we're just going to change a lot. So I won't say we'll put it together, but we're going to change a lot now that the body's hopefully feeling warmed up. Right leg up on an inhale. Step your right foot forward as you exhale. Soften the back knee, but don't drop it all the way down. Pull your chest through here. Breathe in. We're going to find a wide pyramid. So straighten out your legs. Lift your right toes up so you've got space. Straightening out the legs does not necessarily mean that they go all the way straight. So listen to your body. Trust the sensations that you're feeling. From this wide pyramid hamstring stretch, we're going to come into reverse warrior, pivoting the back heel down, inhaling the right arm up. From your reverse warrior, we'll take a prayer twist to the right. Left elbow is going to hook the outside of your right thigh. As you do that, spin your left heel up. Stay strong in your left leg. So kick that heel up and back. And hugging the muscle to the bone in that left leg so you feel supported. Full cycles of breath here. That top hand, your right hand, press it down into the left. Bringing your thumbs toward your sternum to find that twist. One more full cycle of breath here. Stay with it for your exhale. Find star. Press open toward the side of your mat. Your arms can stay touching, or your hands can stay touching rather, or your arms can open up wide. And then pivot the heels in, toes out. Bring your hands to your heart as you sink into a horse pose here. Knees are tracking your toes, and then push into your heels as well as the pinky toe side of your feet. But open the knees up. Keep your pelvis relatively neutral here, but open the arms up. Hug the shoulders toward the spine. Take a breath in. As you exhale, bring the forearms together. Lift the elbows up, tuck your chin toward your chest. Inhale, open the arms, shoulders hug spine. Exhale, close the forearms, let the shoulders round away from the middle of the back. One more time, breathe in. This time as you breathe out, interlace your fingers. Inhale, straight legs and arms, pressing the palms up toward the ceiling. Pivot your toes in. Catch hold of your hips and then fold forward into Prasarita, guiding your hips and your sit bones back behind you and up as you drop the crown of the head down. Breathe here. Keep pressing down into the feet. Heels stay grounded, but shift some weight toward the toes. As you do that, notice the sensation in the back of the legs. You get a little bit more lengthening through the hamstrings. Release the fingers down. Keep your right hand tented underneath your chest. Lift your left arm up and open. So you're twisting toward the back of your mat. Sink the hips back behind you. Full inhale. Sweep your hands to the top of the mat. Pivot the toes forward here. Come up into airplane pose. Balancing on your right leg, left leg lifts. Micro bend that right knee to protect the joint space and keep that energy moving from the ground up into the leg. From airplane, maybe without touching the left toes down, rise up, bring the left knee up, bring the arms up. Find your balance here. And then bend your elbows to the side, open the left knee to the side. Inhale, reach the arms up, bring that left knee through center. 2 more times. Exhale, externally opening that left hip. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, open the knee, bend the elbows. Knee forward, arms up, breathe in. Exhale, peel it open and set up tree pose, guiding the left foot somewhere inside of your right leg. So you can plant that left foot to the inner thigh, to the inner lower leg, or maybe all the way with the toes touching down. The goal of your tree pose is to find external rotation in that left hip. And balance, right? So it's a nice balance challenge. Once you've found your base in tree, reach the arms up. Option to catch the right wrist with your left hand as you take a side bend, reaching your fingers toward the left. And bring your spine through neutral, hands to your heart. Take a breath in. We're going to step that left foot to the back of the mat, warrior 2. Big bend into your front knee, set your eyes over your front fingers. Hug the elbows in for the sides of the ribs, shoulders pull toward the spine. You're going to reach the arms forward as you tilt the chest forward, finding extended side angle variation. Kind of tuck to the tailbone, drawing the abdominals in for 3. Unclench your jaw for 2. Square your chest to the mat on 1. Plant your hands, step back, and flow through that vinyasa. Left side, here we go. Inhale, lift the leg. Exhale, step it through. Soften the hips, but don't drop the knee. Breathe in as you lift your chest and come up onto the fingers. Wide pyramid as you breathe out, lifting the ball of the left foot. Find your stretch and find your breath. You let go of a little bit of gripping, maybe through the neck, the jaw, the shoulders. On your next inhale, step the left foot down, bend the left knee, reverse warrior, pivot open. And then find your prayer twist to the left, pivoting that right heel up along the way. Press your left hand down into your right. Maybe you take your eyes over your left shoulder. Use your breath to create space inside of this twist. Breathe down into the bottom of the lungs. One more cycle of breath. Stay for the exhale. Star is your inhale, burst open toward the side. And then hands to your heart as you come into a horse, bending into the knees. Heels are pointing in. Open the elbows to the side. Open your chest, but hug the shoulders toward the spine. Inhale. Forearms together, round the shoulders. Exhale. Just the upper body's moving here. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. One more, breathe in. This time, interlace your fingers and then straight arms and legs. Inhale here as you pivot the toes in. Catch the hips, exhale and fold forward. Prasarita. Another opportunity to do a little neck check, a little jaw check. If you want to play around with a different arm variation while you're here, you absolutely can. You can even release the fingers to the mat and walk them back between the heels to pull the chest down. Keep the heels grounded, but shift the weight toward your toes for your stretch. Whatever version of Prasarita you found, walk the fingers underneath the chest, temp the left fingers this time. Right arm twirls open, spinning the chest toward the back of the mat. Gently encouraging the shoulders to stack so that right shoulder's working its way on top of the left. Breathe in. Sweep your hands to the top of the mat, pivot the toes forward, airplane pose. Press off of your left leg. Push the ground away with your left foot as you soften your left knee here. Slow motion, maybe without touching ground with your right foot, right knee to your chest, arms up. Find your balance, lengthening your tailbone down toward your left heel. Take a breath in. As you exhale, open the right knee to the right, bend your elbows to your side. Right knee forward, arms up, breathe in. Right knee out, elbows bend, breathe out. Again, inhale. Exhale. One more, breathe in. I kind of lost count there. Open on the breath out, set up tree. We do 3 or 4 on last side. In your tree pose, adjust where you want that right foot, where it feels like a challenge that you can rise to. And then maybe you catch your left wrist with your right hand. Reach the arms to the right. Come back to center. Bring your hands to your heart as you breathe in to prepare. And then warrior 2, take a big step to the back of your right foot. Open the arms out. Set the eyes over your left fingers. Bend your elbows to your ribs. Squeeze the shoulders toward the spine. Root down through your right heel. Inhale for your side angle pose, reaching the arms forward. Tucking the tailbone gently toward that right inner ankle. For 3, 2, Vinyasa on 1. Plant your hands, step back, and flow. Inhale up. Exhale, press it back. Let's clear that out. Big inhale through your nose. Open mouth, exhale. Ungrip through the jaw. When you're ready, we're going to take that from the top. Look forward, lift the heels. Step, walk, or hop your feet to your hands. Halfway stretch, rebound some energy. Fold forward. Chair on the inhale, maybe the palms touch. Twist to the right as you exhale, the fingertips might root down. Open the right arm, breathe in. Right palm, left palm, breathe out. Center on the inhale. Twist left as you exhale. Open the left arm, breathe in. Left palm, right palm, breathe out. Center on the inhale. Fold forward, chest to thighs, let that go. Half lift, take a breath in. Stepper, maybe you play with jumping to chaturanga, landing with your elbows bent. Inhale, up dog, press into your feet. Down dog, push with your hands and your hips back. Right away, right leg up on an inhale. Step it through as you exhale, soften the hips down, but don't drop the knee, breathe in. Pyramid, that wide variation as you breathe out. Reverse warrior, spin up and open, moving with your breath. Prayer twist to your right. Breathe in. Breathe out, twist a little deeper. Star, take your time, come all the way up on the in-breath. Horse, bring your hands to your heart as you exhale. Open the elbows, take a breath in. Squeeze the forearms together, breathe out. 2 more, inhale. Exhale. Breath in. Breath out. Hold it here, bring your hands to your heart. Pivot that back heel up, turn that back knee down so you're in a little lunge with the knees bent. Roll your shoulders back so they're in line with your hips, tiny tuck to the tailbone. Squeeze to your left glute and butt cheek. Option to pulse that back knee down. From here, we're gonna step the left foot forward, a little wider than hips distance for lightning bear. Left foot to the top, arms to your side, you're in a little lightning bear. From lightning bear, press into your right foot, bring your left knee up, inhale. Back to lightning bear as you exhale. Bring that left foot back, hands to your heart. Maybe you pulse or you just hold for 3, 2, 1, lightning bear. Rise left knee up, right leg straight. Lightning bear, step that foot back, little pulses for 3, or you're holding still, 2, 1, again, lightning bear, left knee and arms, lightning bear, follow the foot back, last time. Big relaxed breaths, here we go, lightning bear, left knee and arms, hold it here. Bend your elbows, open the left knee to the side. Reach the arms up, bring that knee forward. 2 more, breathe in. Breathe in on the, in on the way up. Exhale, open it out. Funky breath cues. Inhale, reach up. This time, fly it back into airplane pose. So we've been here before, that right leg's probably talking to you. See if you can talk back in a way that's supportive, right? You can do this. Take some bigger breaths. From airplane pose, we're going to step the ball of the left foot to the back of the mat, straighten out both legs, drop your left heel, arms come up. So you're in kind of a variation of pyramid. Then circle your hands to your lower back. Reverse namaste perhaps, where you catch the opposite elbows. So either the palms are touching or you catch the opposite elbows. Pull the chest forward, tip that left hip forward as you breathe in. And then hinge forward, folding over your right leg like a waterfall, let the head go. Release the hands, pivot that back heel up. Find dragonfly twist as you inhale, lift the right arm. Exhale, bring your right hand down, step your right foot to the back of the mat, swivel the heels to the right, lift the left arm up, side plank. Option to lift the left leg and reach the left arm forward. From here, we're going to bend the left knee, bring the left toes back behind you for a wild thing. Adjust your left foot so that you can step that left foot all the way down. Spin your right toes up, reach that right leg up, and then see if you can bring your left hand to your right foot, pressing the mat away. So it's like a 2 legged reverse table. If you can, slowly lower your hips toward the mat underneath you. Keep that right leg straight as you reach forward with your left arm inside of your left knee. So left arm's inside of left knee. Right arm comes back behind you, and then bring those hands behind the left leg. Maybe you find a bind there. Marichyasana A. Look toward your straight right leg and start to bow your nose toward your right knee. What can you let go of in terms of unnecessary tension? You breathe a little bit bigger Ujjayi, victorious breath. Let the exhales unravel any tension in the brow or the jaw. We're going to reverse out of this the same way we came in. Start to lift up. Right hand comes back behind you. Left arm comes up, press into the left foot and the right foot as you lift. You're in your wild thing, breathe in. Square your chest to the mat, high to low push up, breathe out through your vinyasa, inhale. Down dog, exhale. We've got all that on the left and then we're gonna slow it down. Left leg lifts, breathe in. Step it through as you breathe out, soften the hips, but don't drop the knee. Inhale on the fingers, you lift the chest. Exhale, wide pyramid. Reverse warrior. Breathe in. Prayer twist to the left. Pivot that right heel up. Just one long breath. Stay for the exhale. Star. Inhale it. Open. Horse. Bring your hands to your heart. Open the elbows. Take a breath in. Squeeze the forearms together as you breathe out. Again, inhale, open. Exhale, close. One more, breathe in. And out, bring your hands to your heart, lift your back heel. Swivel on the ball of that back foot so you are bending both knees. And then you're hovering that back knee above the mat. Squeeze through your glutes, send your shoulders back a bit. Option to pulse. From here, we're taking it to lightning bear, stepping that right foot to the top, and then press into the left foot, bring your right knee up and your arms up. Back to lightning bear. Step the right foot to the back or the ball of the foot. Send the shoulders over the hips, little pulses maybe. Take a bigger step than I did. 3, 2, lightning bear on 1. Press into the left, right knee and arms. Lightning bear. Ball of the foot back, little pulses for 3, 2, this is getting tough. 1, lightning bear, right knee and arms, inhale. Lightning bear, exhale, ball of the foot, hands to your heart. Last time, 3, 2, 1, lightning bear, right knee and arms, breathe in. Bend your elbows, open that right knee as you breathe out. Inhale, lift. Exhale, open. One more, breathe in, breathe out. Take that knee forward on your inhale. This time, fly it back into airplane pose. From airplane, you're going to take a big step with your right foot to the back of the mat. Straighten the legs, reach the arms up, inhale. Circle your arms behind you, reverse namaste or touch your opposite elbows. Tuck the tailbone just a little bit so that you can send that right hip forward, finding a bit of a back bend here as you breathe in. And then fold forward over your left leg. Option to keep the arms or relax the fingers to your sides for some balance support. One more long breath here. Release the hands down as you exhale. Dragonfly twist, lift the left arm up, spin open. Exhale the left hand down, step your left foot back. Side plank variation, reaching the right arm up. Reach the right leg up. Bend the right knee. Bring the right toes back behind you for a wild thing as you start to spin the chest up. Right foot steps down. See if you can lift the left leg and then bring your right hand toward your left foot. Fine if they don't touch. They might be very far away. That is a-okay. Start to slowly lower your hips. Keep that left leg straight, right arm's reaching for the left foot inside of the right knee. Marichyasana A, this might be right where you stay, adding a bit of a twist, taking that left arm back, or you bind around the outside of your bent right knee, and then tilt the chest and the chin toward your extended left leg. We're going to reverse right back through that whole little sequence here, finding wild thing first on an inhale, and then vinyasa, kind of low push-up. Take your time with your back bend. Breathe in, especially when you feel tired. Keep moving with precision. Pound on as you breathe out. Drop your knees to your mat underneath your hips. Set your hips back onto your heels and then lift the chest up. So very much like where we started. Bring your hands to interlace, roll out through the wrists. So you've got a tiny bit more work to go. A little bit of core, that's abdominals and back. And then we're gonna take it into Shavasana pretty much. Hands down around the knees, tuck the chin toward the chest, hug your navel in toward your lower back, lift the knees. You're on the toes, maybe lift the shins, press the floor away with your hands. Lower the knees to a hover, and then press the floor away with your hands, lift your knees to your chest. Knees hover, push and lift, 2 more. Knees hover, push and lift, hold, option to lift the right heel. Bring the right toes down, hover, push and hold, option to lift the left heel. Drop the foot, drop the knees. Send your shoulders over your hips. Sweep the arms up over your head as you breathe in. Take a twist to the right, bringing your left hand to the outside of the right leg, and then reach the right arm back. You could bend the right elbow if stretching back through the arm feels uncomfortable in the shoulder. Come back to center, breathe in as you reach up. Twist to the left. Option to bend that left elbow, like a little bird wing there. Come back to center as you breathe in. And then release the hands. Bring your legs long out in front of you. Let's take a forward fold over the legs. You can soft bend into the knees. Pull the chest and ribs forward. So my preference in this forward fold is to actually bend the knees, lengthen the rib cage away from the hips and pelvis until I can bring my chest onto the thighs. And then I might start to straighten out the legs only to the degree that I can maintain that connection, chest to thighs. That might be worth experimenting with for you if you need a stretch in the spine. If there's another version of this posture that feels really juicy or right for your body, go ahead and take that. We'll take about 3 more cycles of breath here, breathing that intention that you set into every cell in your body. As you exhale, letting go of any resistance that might show up in your mind. Let's see if you can be here. And start to lift the head, walk the hands back. Bring your palms way back on the mat, back behind you. Fingers point forward. Shift your hips forward a little bit, bend your knees, and then bring the legs to a reverse tabletop position here. You're going to extend that right leg out and then pull the knee in toward your chest as you straighten the arms. Extend the right leg out, pull the knee in toward your chest, straighten your arms. Adjust your hands as you need. 4 more, so we'll do 6 on each leg. 3, if you need more, hover that left leg. 2, last one on this side, 1, and then we'll swap it out. 6 on the left, 5, think chest to thighs, 4, 3, 2, 1 more on the left, and then we've got 10 with both legs. Here we go, 10, 9, you can be moving faster or slower than me. It's not really about the number that you do. It's quality over quantity. There's 6, right? 5, 4, last 3, 2, hold your final one. Hold your final one. See if you can release the hands, but keep the chest lifted. Maybe you catch the big toes with your peace fingers. Maybe you start to part the legs open, and then we're going to take it into happy baby. Slow, slow, slow. Roll it down into happy baby. Sigh it out. Maybe you rock the hips side to side here, or play around with straightening one leg and then the other. Bring the knees back together, feet back together. Stamp the feet down underneath your knees, palms to the sides of your body. Tuck the tailbone, lift the hips, bridge pose. Shimmy your shoulders together underneath your chest. Adjust your feet however you need so that you can press the floor away to lift the hips up. Eyes are straight up. Lengthen the chin away from your chest. Press the knees toward the top of your mat. Big breath in. Lower down nice and slow, vertebra by vertebra, so your pelvis touches last. Windshield wiper the knees, breathe in. Breathe out. Last back bend, last active shake. Press the floor away, lift your hips up, come into bridge, or stay here in bridge, and then bend your elbows, plant the palms face down underneath your shoulders with your fingers pointing toward the top of your mat. You could stay there and just work in that range of motion there, or push the mat away, come to the crown of your head for a moment. See how that's feeling in the body. If your shoulders are already uncomfortable here, stay here or come back to just bridge. If you feel all right, start to press the mat away, lifting the head up, straightening the arms out, maybe straightening the legs out. Chakrasana, you're in your wheel pose. Big relaxed breaths wherever you landed. Lift high on the inhale. Lower it down nice and slow and gentle. Bring your hands onto your body. Let the knees drop inward toward each other as you breathe here for a moment. Just noticing any sensations in the body. Those back bends can be really activating. And we're working on that central channel of energy. And we talk about the chakras. Really, really big kind of release for any stuck energy in the spine. Those energy centers. They have so much to do with our emotional well-being. When you're ready, bring your right knee into your chest, let your left leg stretch out on the mat in front of you. You can T or cactus the right arm to the side and then guide your right knee to your left, touching the crook of the right knee with the left fingers. Keep your nose pointing straight up or nod your chin toward your right shoulder. At this point in your practice, your only job is to start allowing your body to slow down, allowing the breath to come back to its own natural rhythm. So if you're still ujjayi breathing, let go of any constriction in your throat. Come back to the center, take a big breath in. And then swap out your twist, left knee to your chest, right leg out in front of you. Left arm to the left as you bring that left knee to the right. You might nod your chin to your left shoulder. You start to cultivate a sense of heaviness in your body. Letting little pockets of muscular tension start to dissolve around the face, the shoulders. And come back to the center, take a breath. And then when you're ready, find Shavasana, extending the legs long out in front of you. Walk your legs all the way to the long sides of your yoga mat, or maybe even all the way off the edges of your yoga mat. Let the fingertips soften toward your palms. Just continue to let the muscles melt. Let your body be held by the floor underneath you. We'll be here for just about 30 seconds, allowing your mind, your body, your spirit to integrate all of the work that you put in on your mat and your practice. And listen for my voice shortly to close together. Or if you have more time, go ahead and shut off the video and take as long as you need in Shavasana. And stay here just one moment longer as you sip in a final big breath of air. See if you can draw a little bit more at the top of that inhale. Let the breath swirl through your body. And when you're ready, open your mouth, let it go. Nod your head side to side. Circle the ankles, wiggle the toes, and find your way from your back to a seat. When you land in your seated position, bring your focus back to your intention. Whatever it was that you showed up on your mat hoping to find, trust that your practice unfolded exactly as it was meant. And take any little nuggets of insight or wisdom that sparked for you here as you move forward with your day. And thank you so much for your practice. May you be well. Reach out if you have any questions or comments. Yeah, and I'm just so pleased that you chose to spend some time practicing today. Take care.